WinTV247. We cover the coverage globally from Africa to Asia, America, the Middle East, and Europe. Trend with WinTV and go viral on the internet any day, anywhere, anytime on any of the mobile devices, Blackberries, Androids, iPhones, iPads, and of course your PC. Contact us via wintv.media@gmail.com or call these numbers 0803-581-2081 or 0705-534-3121. WinTV247, covering the coverage.
Hello there and welcome on board. To say that social media has challenges, ills, is going to be a cliche. That is why we want to engage an expert to take us around the do's and the don'ts of social media, especially to the young generation that is actually driving on this platform. Sir?
Yes. Do's and don'ts. We are taking this discussion to the next level. For every platform, as you, the owner of the platform or the content provider, must follow a particular terms and condition. This time around, this discussion is to help whoever is watching that you don't just stumble into a social media platform. There are some basic ethical expectations. Number one, let's look at it generally. We are not looking at YouTube or Facebook, but the ethics of social media. Number one is that when you visit any social media, whether it's a forum, you need to take your time to study the thread. The thread means discussion line, okay? And look at people's comments and the direction of the discussion. And look at the categories of the discussions too. Where they are discussing politics, you don't go there and reply by using entertainment knowledge, okay? So you have to ensure that your contribution is in line with the subject matter, okay? If the discussion thread is about current affairs, if you are not knowledgeable about that, you can ask questions. You know, you can also contribute by asking questions. But when you are, because the forum is about solving problems, it's about socializing. So, but the ethic is don't bring in or don't import a foreign body, you know, into any environment. Otherwise, you will be insulted. The fellow forum member will tell you, they will identify you as this guy is not, he doesn't know what he is talking about. So you need to understand that, number one, you read before you contribute. You know the discussion line, you know the question and answer. Sometimes a discussion can start, somebody will bring in another opinion that will take the discussion away. So you have to be very, very careful. Two is that you don't insult or use negative or abusive, terms or languages on forum. It is not good. And if eventually somebody does against you, you don't reply accordingly. No, you just have to put that person in the correct perspective. Otherwise, if you do, it's also going to come back to bite you. Other readers will see you as somebody that is too aggressive or that is not accommodating or somebody that is not mature. So you need to manage, Then, if you do contrary to the terms and conditions of the forum owner, you can be banned. The administrator can ban your name and your ID, and you can also be on their blacklist. You can be blacklisted. Especially if you don't bring in fraudulent intention. There is no forum owner that they are always aware of this activity, because for the fact that it's a virtual world, criminal activities will always be there, and fraudulent intention will always be there. So the owners of the forum, they also have this mechanism. So, and once you are blacklisted, it may affect you. So you go to the social media with a clear intention. So those are the few ones. If you think you still need more, you can get in touch with us. Yeah. And you see, that's why we said you can get in touch with us for specific training on any of the subject matter discussed. So
okay, we want to thank you for that. So before we leave, let's look at something that is quite related to what we just discussed. Now let's take a few minutes to move around identity theft. it is something that is pervasive online. So
yes, thank you so much. We are looking at the security aspect of the social media now. Security aspect in two ways. Security from the angle of the owner of the platform, security from the angle of the regular visitors or contributors. You, just like every other thing that comes with a lot of benefits, the disadvantages too will also be what? Will be much. So you have to use your knowledge, your understanding, your technical know-how, and whatever means to ensure that you are secure, that you are not hurt. Identity theft is a serious issue on the net. Your identity can be used against you, so you have to be very careful. When you are online, you don't release your full identity. That is not to say that you cannot give out your phone numbers, your contact address. For example, if you are a service provider, you provide service to the general public. It is obvious that you are going to, give out your address, isn't it?
Yes.
And your contact information, right? But there are some things that you are not expected to, like your ATM, PIN, whatever. Okay. And we have also said it. Several people, they've been victims of this identity theft. Like majority, we are going to say this to help the viewers out there. Majority are already used to using their date of birth as their PIN number, for their ATM. Research and study has shown that the hackers, the online thieves, once they have access to your ATM number, the PIN number, the very first thing they will try is your date of birth. And it's very easy to get your date of birth. If they have access to your driver's license, they will get to see your date of birth there, isn't it? If they have access to your bills, if they have utility bills, if they have access to your bank statement, then they can get your date of birth from there, isn't it? If they are your colleagues, your national ID card or whatever ID card, your date of birth is always there. So getting your date of birth is a very porous thing. Using your date of birth 1970, 1960, is very, very bad. And so many people are still very used to that. And that's why so many people they've been victim. So that's why if you're a chief executive, you have to, get used to the shredder policy. Your documents, your statement of account, your utility bills, you don't just throw it in the dustbin. They can go into the dustbin and figure it out and get your date of birth, your home address and all that. But these are the things that are needed to hurt you after getting few information about you. So you should be very, very careful.
Okay, I want to thank you sincerely for another time out. When we're inviting you next, what we want to look at is employment, being in the wrong, being employed wrongly, and what have you. You are an employer of labor, and we want to believe we can discuss this holistically. So for our distinguished viewers on WinTV247 and our regular subscribers, we expect that you post your comments on what we've discussed so far, the do's and the don'ts of social media, and we've actually been able to capture identity theft in today's discussion. So take time out to share these videos, and I'll see you at the next one. Thank you very much for your time.
WinTV247. We cover the coverage globally from Africa to Asia, America, the Middle East, and Europe. Trend with WinTV and go viral on the internet any day, anywhere, anytime on any of the mobile devices, Blackberries, Androids, iPhones, iPads, and of course your PC. Contact us via wintv.media@gmail.com or call these numbers 0803-581-2081 or 0705-534-3121. WinTV 247, covering the coverage.